the big mistake that a lot of lawyers do, inadvertently or otherwise, of not squeezing the opportunity and squeezing the lemonade out of the opportunity when a witness finally comes in the witness box and you are able to cross-examine that witness. This happened in the recent Sarabjit Singh case that I did, which got a lot of note in public. And recently, just maybe around 2 months back before the lockdown, I was counsel for the complainant in a criminal matter, where the complainant told me after the cross-examination was done that in a very serious matter, in a very serious case where the accused person will definitely go to jail, there is a very small possibility that he will be acquitted. The complainant, that is my client, was barely cross-examined for 5 minutes, barely 10 or 15 questions were asked. And when my client told me, I was not there in the courtroom at that time, but my client told me that when the counsel did not ask any more questions and said you're free to go, the client asked that lawyer, the defense counsel, whether my client will have to come back again. To which the counsel for the defense said that I don't have any more questions for you, but if I do need to call you, if I do have any more questions for you, I will call you again. And when the client told me this, I was shocked, because this painfully reminded me of what happened in the Sarabjit Singh case. I have talked about it in other videos about exactly what his legal aid counsel did to him, because of which we had to run around courts and get that, at least make an effort to get the witness back. And when my client asked me whether that client can be again brought back to the court to testify or to give cross-examination or to submit oneself for cross-examination, I explained to the client that the provision in law is there, section 311 of the CRPC is there, but it is not so easily invoked by a court. And for the defense counsel in such a severe case with severe implications for his own client is taking such a lackadaisical approach to his client's work is very shocking for me. And I've seen this happen so many times. Defense counsels or counsels for either parties in civil matters, when a witness is there, they do not really take the pain, the effort to go through their case in excruciating detail, God knows for what reason, and then make this blunder for which the client suffers. This is for all lawyers out there who maybe take it a little easy, or maybe they're not sure about how exactly to do it. Just put in the work with the file. And for litigants who are out there, one thing that you should always remember is the one lawyer, the advocate, who is going to be there in your matter, especially at the trial stage. If he's not doing a good job of cross-examination, you can be sure that he will not be able to address arguments well, and that you in all probability will lose your case. If your lawyer is making that mistake of not being serious about preparing for the cross-examination of the witness, which takes hours upon hours of hard work, you as the client must insist that your advocate sit down and put in that effort. And if he doesn't, just go ahead and change the lawyer.